What's up, guys? Master Trico here, doing a deck profile of my first place winning deck. I took it to locals today. I actually made it this morning, and somehow I felt like it was going to do good, and of course I took first place with it. So I did my little research and ended up looking at some OCG lists. Well, I happened to see an OCG list of Ritual Beast, and that's the deck I'm playing. So it was definitely fun. My build on Dueling Book was actually pretty damn similar to the build that topped in the OCG, and took the top three. So very happy with that. So I kind of combined a little bit of the list together. You know, OCG list and TCG list are different. So just made do with what I had. So anyway, my rounds today, it was all fun. I enjoyed every round. There was no problems. I mean, obviously there are problems with the deck, but I had no problems with any of my opponents, or just getting salty. The salt just foaming at the mouth and that. So anyway, though, round one was against Nightmare Goki. Nightmare Goki I thought was gonna be a hard matchup because the guy just came in from Seattle, and he. Yeah, I'm on vacation, and I decided to come join out the locals to see what it's like. I was like, cool, welcome to Spokane. Hope you enjoy your stay for the time being. And yeah, so we played. He extra linked me game one. Had an Ibly on my side of the field, and I didn't put my Mermaid in the extra deck, which I didn't think I needed it since all the good players were in Texas. Well, I was wrong. But ended up working in my favor because. He beat me game one, of course, extra link, can't do much. And then game two, I opened up D-Fissure, in game two I opened up D-Fissure, yeah. And he tried 1-for-1 discarding a monster to the graveyard, which you can't really touch the graveyard unless, because D-Fissure, Dimensional Fissure was up. So I asked the judge on that because I just want to make sure, since I am a judge, I just want to make sure, clarify. And judge ruled it that he cannot send a monster to the graveyard if a card states that, since Dimensional Fissure is up, specifically a monster. So that had it going for me, and he set one, set two, and I just kind of attacked over every monster and did all this and that, and ended up winning game two. Game three, however, was definitely difficult. I had the Veiler, I had basically just any negation, any stops. He went first, and I actually opened up pretty well. I was really surprised, and ended up beating him 2-1. Round two was the Invoked Wind Witch Kaiju. His hand was really bad. Game one opened up Ice Spell, Glass Spell, Ice Spell, 2 Ice Spells and a Snow Bell. And then he had made a Phoenix, popped a card, or popped my Dimensional Fissure, Kaiju'd, Invocate, or Alistair the Invoker, and then just, it was awkward, to say the least. And then game two, he opened up pretty much the same exact hand, just a little different combination of the Ice Spell, Snow Bell, and Glass Spell. So, yeah, that was fun. So 2-0'd that one. And round three was the Ultrageist matchup. Well, I ended up winning the dice roll, thank God, and it got me there. I had my back rows, and I just blew him out with my back row, and negated his effects, and just attacked over and that. And that one was cool. Game two was a little bit more difficult, for sure. I opened up with 2 Garnets in my hand and 3 other good cards, which I used, obviously, but my Garnets I couldn't really use until several turns later when I joined something and negated his effects. So, yeah. Then I asked, when I was trying to look for the judge to see what time it is, but he wasn't around for a little bit. Then finally, after the judge walked back into the little area, I asked time, and he said 5 minutes, and I decided to scoop it up and go to game three because I didn't want to go into time and have us be at equal, or I didn't want to lose in time and have it a draw. So we had to go to game three. I went first and opened up three good cards, and then Elder Connacht, which was amazing, obviously. And I didn't really do my plays as much because I was freaking out because I was enjoying myself, and I just oh my god, I got the combo, no hand traps for him, yay, and just I didn't do anything with it. Oh well, but it got me there. And then after I passed turn real quick, after doing some stuff, I flipped over Steeds. He did, or no, what was it? He flipped over his back row. I chained Goes in Match, and the only thing he could summon is Darks. So he summoned the Multi-Faker, and then after he was taking a little bit of time, I asked the judge how much time, and then time was called. And I asked the judge, well, we're both at 8,000, 8,000. Can we just go until we first life point loss? Because I'd rather not lose on a tie. He's like, yeah, sure. Then my opponent did his stuff. I destroyed it, and then I made Cowboy next turn and gamed him. Yeah, that was definitely fun. So I had all around fun matches, and not much to say. The deck performed really well, and I'm glad I made it this morning and topped and won with it, because I had faith in my deck, and it performed pretty well. I mean, besides the other shitty hands that it gave me before, but I can look past that because the deck's really good. There was definitely a surprise factor in there. Hardly anyone, only the person I was playtesting before the tournament started knew what I was playing. No one else knew what I was playing. I definitely surprised myself when I beat the Goki player. Yeah, so definitely a lot of fun. So without further ado, get deck profile, guys. Alright guys, well, I'm back, obviously, on with the deck profile. So, as you can see, a different assortment. I actually double-sleeved my cards, as you can see, so I double-sleeved it. Casual locals, judge didn't care, so, plus I don't cheat. Anyway, alright, so, let's get in deck profile. Of course, you know, Ritual Beast, one of my favorite archetypes of all time. Alright, so we got our one Laura, definitely a very decent card. Let me get the lighting here real quick. Can you see that? Okay, perfect. So one Laura. Actually, in the OCG, they only ran one Laura and one Wen. So I was kind of like, I was wondering why, but now after playtesting, I mean, I still don't know the reason why, but I mean, I get their concept. Because you don't really want to open up multiple of these and have to be like, oh, summon this to return, to special summon another copy of itself or something, or same thing with this and make it like a rank 1 or a rank 3 or something. So yeah, these actually perform pretty well, not gonna lie. So there's that. 3 Elder. Definitely 3 Elder. I wouldn't play any less, because, you know, Elder's Elder. When you normal summon, you get an additional normal summon on top of that for a Ritual Beast. So that did come in handy, because like this, Torrential, okay, I'm going to normal summon my other guy. And go on with some combos. So yeah, definitely 3 Elder, worked out perfectly. I've always banished this to, banish this off of like, with the Rapengo effect. So, just to get that, or actually no, my first target would be the Wenda, and then my next target would be this. Just to have another name. Speaking of Wenda, triple Wenda. OCG runs it at 3. I don't know why you wouldn't run it less than 3. The card's really good. Like apps down, like really good. You can get a monster from the deck or extra deck. I don't know why that's not good. It's really good. Plus it being a 16-18, it's really like a 16 attack, 18 defense. For the Spiritual Beast, I played 1 Apelio. I definitely agree with this. I don't play anything more. In different builds, I might, just to like try it out. But 1 so far, it works really well. I love it. I do. Can't express that enough. 1 Podolphin, never run more than 1. It's just there for a good defense, or even just banish a card in your hand to bounce a card back. That actually came up. Bounce to back row, bounce to monster, I think, yeah, bounce to back row or 2, or bounce this, and then, you know, do something else. So, yeah, just bouncing stuff is really nice. Then, of course, you got your combo, one of your 2 combo starters. Ritual Beast, or Spiritual Beast, Kanahawk. So, it's a gold target on legs, so, banish a Ritual Beast card, doesn't matter if it's monster, spell, or trap. And you get it back in the next 2 turns. Well, I mean, if you're Ritual, if you know how to play this deck right, you can actually just start turboing out your deck and thinning down your deck so much to where you're seeing all your combo pieces, and then after you search out some stuff, and then your next few draws are going to be like a back row or spell or trap, or anything that can help you in the long run, which is really good. And the next combo extender, definitely 3 Celestial Beasts from Hengu. Definitely a great card. I enjoy it so much. I love this. Just having been able to send one from the extra deck to the remove from play, banish one from the extra deck, and then sending one from deck to grave. That's how you thin down your deck. Even though it's thinning down by 1, it's 1 less card you don't have to see in your main deck, or it have to be a dead draw. So that's definitely good. And then for my other monsters, I played 2 Effect Veiler. This came up actually quite a bit, but I Veilered the wrong thing against the Goki Nightmare. I Veilered the Armageddon Knight, which at first I was like, wait, what are you playing? Oh, right. I should have Veilered the Isolde. I Veilered the Isolde, and then he's like, well, that kind of sucks. And then then I got rid of it somehow, or I think he linked with it. Yeah, I think I got rid of it, and then he Monster Reborn, and I bottomlessed it, so banished it again. But this did help out. And then my other card, no one probably hasn't heard about, it's called Sathid. Sathid is an old card. It's like, what do you call it? Gigantus. It's like basically, or Aqua Spirit. That's a better example. Aqua Spirit. You ban it, but this one you banish a wind dispatch summoner. So that's really good. Her effect isn't really that relevant. When she's destroyed by battle, your opponent randomly discards a card from their hand. So yeah, I mean it's more of just a combo extender. Say if I send one off of Rapengu, I can banish that, special summon this, go into a Link or a rank 4 or something, and then if I have ambush, I can just set the ambush and pass. And since I banish like a tamer, which you always need to do, then it just helps facilitate and get your combo rolling even faster. So for the spells, I played 1 Raigeki, 1 Upstart Goblin, and 1 Dimensional Fissure. Yeah, you're seeing it right. Yeah, that's basically what I played. Just 3 spells. The OCG has it at almost similar, kind of, but not really. The OCG, they're playing 2 Potted Desires and a Feather Duster. Well, I'm playing a D-Fissure, Upstart Goblin, just to help thin down the deck, obviously, 39 cards, yada yada yada, and plus it's foil, so I never had a shiny Upstart. And then a Raigeki, because clearing boards is fantastic in this shit of a game. But yeah, so just 3 spells, the rest of them are traps. Then I'm going to get onto the traps right now. 1 Bottomless, because I just threw it in here. This is actually supposed to be a 3rd anti-spell, but I just put in the Bottomless because, optimal back row. 1 Macrocosmos, obviously. It wouldn't be a Ritual Beast deck without it. And then 1 Judgment. I actually pulled this from the new pack, the Battle's Legend, Relentless Revenge. I actually pulled this, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to add it last minute, and I did. I had these, or not these specifically, but the cards in the back were supposed to be called the Graves, but I ended up taking those out because I was borrowing 2 anti-spells, which I was supposed to run 3 anti-spells in a Imperial Order, which I ended up running 2 anti-spells in 1 Imperial Order. But yeah, so I just, and this actually came up once. I actually saw him warning something, or saw him judgment something, and my opponent literally, I paid half my life. The person around me is like, oh dude, that's so shit, you paid half your life, and my opponent's like, well, it worked because I can't do anything. So, and then one of my favorite trap cards is 3-Dimensional Prison. I caught the 3 round people that I faced off guard with this. Like, I have 1 of these set, 2 of these set. Like, oh, declare attack of Milliseek. Dimensional Prison? He's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, no shit. No one's expecting this old ass card. No one even expected Ritual Beast. So yeah, 3-Dimensional Prison. Very great card and one of my favorites. And they're all Ultra too, so yeah. Like I said before I began the deck profile, 3 Gozen. I actually main decked 3 Gozen because the OCG main deck 2. I decided to go balls to the wall and main deck 3, and it worked in my last round. He summoned Multi-Faker. He used Multi-Faker's effect, and I just flipped this, and he had to summon another Multi-Faker, another Ultra guys that was dark in the main deck, which we all know they're all different attributes. So he had to summon another Multi-Faker. So yeah, the Goes match did help me out. I barely saw it, and if I was going, if I won game 1, I would immediately side these out, or at least 2 of them, but mostly just 3, because like, you don't want to see them game 2 or on your second turn, or yeah, if you're going second. So yeah. Then of course you got your 3 ambush. OCG runs 2. I keep running 3 because like it helps facilitate combos and extending and all that. And like the only downside to this, you can only summon Ritual Beasts for that turn. Only Ritual Beasts, but you run all Ritual Beasts. So 3 Steeds, obviously the best card. Doesn't target. Blow up as many Ritual Beast monsters as you control. So basically, if you go Chain Link 1 this, Chain Link 2 tag out, and then after resolution, or after you're resolving it, after your monsters come back after the tag out, this scans the field, and for every Ritual Beast monster you control, that blows up that many monsters your opponent controls. So it scans on resolution, as I'm trying to say properly. And then my last 3, yes, I know these are blank, but this is supposed to be 2 anti-spell fragrances and an Imperial Order. The one anti-spell came up in my what was it? My Invoked Wind Witch Kaiju matchup. So that one was fun. Only time it came up, but or no, yeah, that's when it came up. Yeah, but he just summoned a Zaphion and it just shuffled it right back. So yeah, that was fun. Now for the extra deck, obviously, let me get situated here. 3 Ulti Gaia Pelio, or 3 Ulti Apelio. This came up in my last round. I never really made this. I just went into Kanahawk, you know, just try and get as much searching as I can. But this did come up. I still recommend 3. OCG has Kanahawk to 3, so I mean we don't. But yeah, I mean, it's like on Armades. It's when it attacks, it's unaffected by other card effects. So yeah, it still works though. We have our 1 Kanahawk, sadly. 1 lonely Kanahawk. 1 is the loneliest number, obviously, but yeah, still a good card. I see why the OCG. I don't know why the OCG isn't playing it. Well, more people playing this deck, but 2 Ulti Podolphin. Definitely a big booty, and I can just sit on this, tag it out, whatever. So unaffected by card effects. We can't be destroyed by card effects. Well, Ulti Gaia Pelio. During my last round, I made this hard. I hard made this. So with the Ulti, the Spiritual, and the Tamer, and I had 2 Ritual Beast cards. And I told him, I said, I know that's Manifestation, because you said it. So if you go Manifestation, I'm going to negate and banish, or negate and destroy. And you're going to trigger your Multi-Faker, and now I'm going to negate that. And you're just going to have to deal with a 3200 attacker coming your way. So he's like, damn. He didn't know what the deck did, so he didn't know what the timing is and all that. For the Exceed, 1 Totem Bird didn't make it. Gaga Cowboy made it twice. Abyss Diller made it once. Landing Chidori, that was like one of my best cards I could ever made because they're all win. Most of my Ritual Beasts are wins, so that was cool. This always came in. I always made this first if I was going second. Bistel I made against the Ultrageist? No, the Goki. That's what it was, the Goki. And then this honestly should have been a fucking Cypher Lord Omega, honestly, because I was running Gammas in the side. So this should have been Omega, because I couldn't Omega, it bounced out. And then you took a card out of his hand, or just applied pressure in that. So yeah, that was my only bitch I have. 1 Bladefly, that's only because I can make it with 2 wins if need be, and then I can get a win back from my hand. Like if I banish something with Sathid, I can link these 2 into that, and then if this dies, I can add back this Sathid and then banish this to summon it again. So it's just applied more pressure and combo extending. And then obviously 3 Ulti Kimi Falcos. Definitely additional normal summon during the turn. I can banish a Ritual Beast, extra additional normal summon, and bring it right back if I have win or something of that nature, or ambush in that. And it's just the deck needs more additional normal summons, so definitely good. But so that's the only thing I would really change about the side or the extra is the 1 Omega or maybe 2 Omega, but yeah, it did what it did. So. And then for the side, obviously, because I can't leave you guys without a side, I sided 2 DD Crow. I always side this going second, because against anything, target a monster in grave. Okay, DD Crow it away. though. And I never seen it, but I like it still. I played the 3 Gamma and the 2 Driver. Actually, I decided to play 2 Driver because last time I tried, I played someone, I didn't have the second driver and it kind of screwed me, but I ended up winning, but still. But the 2 Driver, definitely, these are the 2 Garnets I drew into my Ultra Geist matchup, round 3, game 2. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But yeah, I should have made, I negated his thing after I drew a Gamma, then special this, and then should just synchroed right up, and then Omega, so I had applied some pressure, so that's my only downfall with that. But I still like the deck, still like that either way. 2 Shared Ride, I side decked this did come in handy once. It was definitely okay, I mean, not much to say about it. Yeah, it's like a maxi, but it's spell form, so. For my, I know all the good, like I said, all the good players are in Texas, but I ended up just in case, siding 3 Curse of Darkness. If you know what this card does, I don't blame you, it's an old card. Every time a spell card resolves, that player that activates the spell card takes 1,000 damage. So if my opponent just activates spell, they're losing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, X amount of spell, X amount, or 1,000 per spell they activate. So I mean, that was only, like, I could have used it against my my Goki matchup. Obviously, you can activate Rhoda, take 1,000, activate Monster Born, Instant Fusion, take 1,000, take 1,000, and I applied some pressure, but that wasn't, yeah, it wouldn't really come up. And then obviously 3 red reboot. This actually came up one time, and I actually won because of it. No kidding. Oh my gosh. So going first game 2 of my round 1 Nightmare Goki, I was doing my play, and game 2, yeah. So game 2, I went first and did my play. He infinite impermanenced one of my cards, and I was like, oh wait, no, I'm gonna red reboot it. He's like, oh well, you take 4,000, and I set a card. I was like, well, no, duh. So I negated it. He set another impermanence, and then I had a decent field, and then I think passed. Then I don't know, like I had Dimensional Fissure, which was actually what won me the game in that game. So because any monster he sent to the grave would be managed to set, so he wouldn't be getting his Goki effect. So that definitely helped me a lot. So I'm definitely gonna keep this in. Helped out. The deck ran actually really well. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I love playing this deck. I'm definitely gonna tweak it some more online and play it more as well. So that's definitely one of the things I'm gonna be doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Comment, rate, subscribe. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but hopefully I'll be getting more videos to you guys here in the near future. I know I keep saying that, but I do really appreciate you guys sticking around. My 41 people who subscribe to me, so keep it going. Share this video, like it, comment it, and like I said, the surprise factor was there, and yes, it did get me there. So even though Nightmare Goki was the only real matchup, the other two were pretty good. I mean, Ultra Geist Tier 1, and Nightmare Goki Tier 1, and then the Invoked Wind Witch was Tier 2 maybe, But yeah, like I said, surprise factor and everything. So I'll comment, subscribe. If I catch you guys later, and thank you for watching.